So this is an older story. Whenever I tell this story, just so people sort of understand the kind of people that I'm talking about, I'm talking a little story. Just a quick story about an experience I had that inspired this next song. It was the night that the war began. It's just interesting, you know, whatever your side you're on. I mean, I got good friends of mine that I love as deeply as any other friends of mine who look at me and say, "No, you're an idiot," and I look at them and say, "No, you're an idiot." If you ain't know down to say one thing, if you ain't know the song, if you ain't know the song, then shit, you just got to do it. I screw that end of that song up every time because I play the end, even though it's so straightforward. I change it every time, so we never end up on the same chord because I'm always changing it because I don't know what I'm doing, and then that so. Because that was the first time that we ever ended on the same chord. I'm still a boy, you know. Ooh, that kind of thing. Damn, this chicken is good. Ah. For hours listening to these people, just right in the middle, in the circle, fire blazing, people dancing around. The one guy ate the fire. And I'm not kidding you, he stuffed his hands into the hottest fire that was ever on the planet, and he just, into the middle of it, picked it up and just went, oh, and ate the coals. He blew into his hand like this, and flames came out of his fingers, from between his fingers, like, oh, and I was like, oh, good, and then he went, oh, and then he said, just carried on grooving. And then this blew my mind, but these songs came out, so I tried to, for myself, describe what these songs were in my simple way, trying to figure out, walking on the beach a few days later with my daughter, and she's slapping my head, and I was singing this thing. It sort of turned into a different song. It was sort of like closer to like blues, but it was just my homage to meeting what I think, you know, in a strange way, are the most advanced people on the planet, you know, and it was just a magic experience. If I could impart it to you, they've been there, you know, they gave birth to God almost. It's just the most unbelievable people that you've ever seen. Give me more toe Fergie.